You, my friend, just clicked on a Mr. Golden Sports production. You, my friend, are one very, very smart person. You know entertainment when you see it. Even though you haven't seen it yet, you know that it's going to be beastly. Today we bring you yet another online ranked match, and today we are finally bringing you guys the St. Louis Rams gameplay that you guys have been asking for. My opponent goes ahead and selects the Detroit Lions. Now, I'm unfamiliar with the St. Louis Rams, like 100%. Like, I don't know anything. All I know is Steven Jackson. You know, I don't know my offensive weapons. I don't even know what type of game plan I'm going to really go for. Steven Jackson isn't really a fast running back, so, you know, I'm not looking for sweeps or tosses. I really have to try and run up the middle, but it's tough running up the middle with Ndamukong Suh. That dude is a block-shedding monster. So, I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. You know, trying to run up the middle with that, you know, run stuffer that they have up there. Offensively, as far as passing, I really don't even know what to expect. You know, this is the playbook that I used last year, so let's see if I feel comfortable using it this year. Right here, we got him to a 3rd and 11. He drops back, and thankfully, we end up swatting that down. So we received the ball on the punt. So of course, you know, naturally, we're going to try and test out his run defense. You know, we're going to try a run just to see, you know, what type of defense is calling, if I'm able to have success. And we end up actually losing. Actually, we get no gain right there. But the very next play, we end up throwing it to the left, and we get a 1st down. So we're able to move the chains, and again, we try Jackson, and again, we get no result. So we're back to passing. I thought I had him on there. I thought he had somewhat of a small separation. Wrong. End up throwing an interception. But we get a sack right there. And the next play, another sack. And the next play, another sack. We went from dime formation. We call it MLB blitz. And he got in 3 times in a row. I don't know. That was weird. I've never had that happen to me ever. But we'll take a 4th and 44. So he ends up punting us the ball. And we get another opportunity to try and get something going. This time we call play action. And we go deep up top to Givens, the fastest receiver on the squad. I believe his speed is like 93. So right here, we want to punch it in. We need a touchdown right here. So we call a play action, and we look. Bradford finds the tight end wide open. So we end up scoring a touchdown. We're up 7-0. And I'm feeling confident right now. You know, whenever you have a lead, you always feel like, okay, this game can go my way. You know, another mistake from him or something like that, then you know we're good. No pun intended, but we're golden. So right now we got him to a 2nd and 10. So he drops back in. Obviously on defense, I have to worry about Calvin Johnson. You know, the best receiver in the game. A lot of my focal point and attention is going to go towards him. And you know, we'll see if he's the type of guy who just likes to pass it to one guy, or if he likes to pass it around. So far, he's definitely, you know, trying to target Calvin Johnson as much as possible. 3rd and 10, he goes to Calvin Johnson, and right on cue, he ends up getting his 2nd reception of the game. Moving in chains, you know, so he's getting pretty close to field goal range. I do get ball back at halftime, so if he does score, I want it to be quick. That way I can get the ball, hopefully score. You know the deal, get ball at halftime, score again, and hopefully put the game away at that point. But we need to be able to stop him or have him score quickly if he is going to score. 2-minute warning is already gone to a 2nd and 12. He ends up going over the middle, and he gets it to a 3rd and 4. So right here, we're trying to buckle down. You know, we're trying to do something, and we end up stopping him. We hold him to a 4th down, but instead of taking his points, he ends up going for it, and I read that, and we knock it down. This is why you need to play special teams. He gave up 3 points right there. Why? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I know why. He felt confident he could get the 1st down, but it doesn't work out for him. He should have took out his points. Right there, we get hitting the quarterback way too late. Come on, son. Don't be trying to take out my QB. I need him. Right here, we're trying to make something happen. We're trying to reroute it, but nothing, so we get sacked. And actually, I get sacked that play because I tried to call a running back screen, but it turned out to be a tight end screen. I was very confused. I hiked it. Jackson went to go block. The tight end backed up. What the hell is this? And I ended up throwing an interception right there, just try to force something. You know, 14 seconds left. Obviously, I know what he's going to try to do. So, right here, he goes over the middle. And this time, you know, I've been doing this, you know, recently. I will call a blitz. Like right here, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna try and streak it to Calvin Johnson. So I'm gonna call the blitz. I'm gonna probably catch him off guard. Get to him immediately before Calvin Johnson could even get far downfield. Except he hikes the ball and I am on the wrong defender. Calvin Johnson streaks and he ends up scoring a touchdown. And I know you're like, GS, not only did you give up another score before halftime, why didn't you just come on 3 men deep, press back, and allow him to throw into coverage? I don't know, man. I just selected the blitz. It worked out for me last couple times before halftime. I figured it again, and wrong. So that right there definitely put my confidence down a lot, man. But again, we're going to try to move the ball, running the ball. So far, so good. Pretty decent runs back to back, and that's exactly what we need. We need to get Steven Jackson going. By far my most deadliest weapon, and me not being able to run the ball with them makes it even more difficult on offense if I have such a high-powered offensive tool and I'm not able to use them. So 2nd and 10, we standing in the pocket, we're doing some rerouting, and it doesn't work out. 3rd down, we end up, just doing a smart thing. We call a draw knowing it's going to get us a handful of yards just to be able to kick a field goal. I don't want to take any risk. I want to get my lead and, rely on my defense because his offense isn't surprising me. He's force-feeding Calvin Johnson. He doesn't even have best in wide. You're not going to have somebody with such great speed in on the field who can hit a home run potentially every time. I don't know. But right there, he gets a rare occasion run right there. Right here on 4th down, he ends up going for it. I thought I had him, but he ends up sneaking on the outside and gets a really good gain on it. So he's able to move the ball and, continue. If I would have stopped him right there, I feel like, the game would have possibly been over right there. Right, we Shang Tsung'd him. We took his soul from his body. Stewart wins. Fatality. That right there was crazy. Not only did we make a fumble, we had a couple of Rams around the ball, but unfortunately we're unable to come away with the fumble recovery. But we do get him to a good position right here, on our part anyways. 3rd and 13. He ends up going and doesn't get it. 4th and 7, he ends up going for it. And I'm sorry, son, don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody, please show this man not only my PSN, but give this man a link to my channel. Don't test the user, my man. Right here, we do the smart thing. We throw it out of bounds. We want to get able to be able to put some points on the board right here. We check it down to Steven Jackson. We get a 1st down, and right here is where I make a mistake. Bonehead move on my part. We definitely had a step on. We had him open, but I mistakenly throw a lob pass instead of a bullet, and he definitely had enough time to undercut that throw. And not only is it an interception, it's a pick 6. And now again, my morale is down. I'm like, damn, am I even going to be able to win this game? I'm struggling on offense. My defense is playing pretty good. But I threw a touchdown. Problem is, I threw it to a Detroit Lion. Right here, look at this move. Look at this move. Where are you going, son? What are you doing? Oh, man, that right there was such a sexy moonwalk. Give it to him, baby. Look at the king of pop. Look at the king of pop. That right there was such a sexy ass move. That move alone deserves a thumbs up. He was absolutely shaken out of his cleats. We got him all shook up. So we regained the lead after such a phenomenal inside cut. And now we need hopefully another stop. We have been able to string together stops. So hopefully one more, we can be able to put this game away. Obviously with the 3-point lead, worst case scenario, the worst thing I need to happen is for him to kick a field goal and tie this game. I do not want him to have a lead and put the pressure on me in a position where I have to score a touchdown, that is. So, a game-tying field goal has me with the opportunity to at least win the game with the field goal. And speaking of that, he gets in field goal range by throwing up top to Calvin Johnson. And this guy, he's eating up clock. This was like a 9 or 10 play drive. He's having the ball for a while. He's just getting over the 1st down mark when he needs to. So right here, we need to buckle down and be able to make him kick a field goal at best. We don't want any touchdowns given up right here. And that's exactly what happens. We end up holding him to a field goal. So we get the ball with a minute left, well over a minute left, and 3 timeouts. So we're thinking he's done. This game is over. You gave me the ball with way too much time left and some timeouts. So obviously I see him. He's in like dime or quarters. He's backing everybody up, afraid for a deep pass. And we're taking advantage of that. We're calling back-to-back runs. And right there we get a first down right here. And now we're feeling good. All we got to do is sneak in a field goal. That's all we do. I'm not worried. I'm not calling timeouts yet. I'm not going crazy. I know time is on my favor. But right there, we needed to call a timeout. We got it right where we needed. About 30 seconds left. And right there's a beautiful threading the needle pass right there. One more first down. This game is over. We're able to kick a field goal. Right here, we try to run. I try to run out of bounds, and I'm unable to, so I have to waste my last time out. He backed everybody up, so I figured I could get a great run, but unfortunately I was unable to. Try screenplay, we get nothing. So no timeouts, last play of the game, we try to go deep up top, and it's unsuccessful. So we are headed to overtime. So right now, we're hoping we can win the coin toss, because obviously I want my offense on the field, not my defense. So we go, I don't know if it's the same glitch as last year where it's always the first option that it was at the beginning of the game. But I've been in overtime 3 times this year. Twice I have been on the road, so I was able to select. And both times it was the exact same thing. So if you guys know it's the same glitch, go ahead, let me know. That's a good thing for me to know anytime I'm in overtime. So we get a pretty good return right here. We get to about 35 or so. And my first play, I figured, you know what? Let me try and sneak them with a play action pass. Let me see if I can catch him off guard. Let me put Givens there, my fastest receiver, and maybe I could catch him off guard with a streak. Let's see. It might work, it may not. I could sack and fumble, I could throw an interception. A lot of wrong things could happen. And then as I'm calling the plays, I thought, I'm like, why would I call that play, man? Because I'm an offensive genius, that's why. First play, we end up going deep up top, and my thumb slips off of this thumbstick as I'm running to the end zone, and we end up scoring a touchdown to win the game. Man, what a beautiful, beautiful catch. And for him to stay inbounds and wiggle. Yeah, his way to the end zone was absolutely amazing. Woo! We feel good about this game, man. We feel really, really good. Tough one, but we pulled it out. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. As you guys know, as always, is GS. Hopefully providing you guys great entertainment, and hopefully an everyday basis. I'm Mr. Golden Sports, and I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.